Next on the list, we have our first meme coin. So we have the meme coin, which is on base, called Brett. So we look back at this. So this was first listed on the 1st of April 2024, and is quite a staple fixture on the base chain, which is Coinbase's own layer 2. Looking at this on the monthly, we can see some really interesting levels on this. It seems to have been quite well respected, so we would look firstly at that. I would change that line to white. I think we've got a monthly level here. We've got a level here, and we have a level here. So, interesting. If we go here, click on that, I will make this line red, and this will be our all-time low, and this wick up here will constitute our all-time high. So make that green and type in ATH. So a nice range here, so ranging all the way from 2 cents to 20 cents. So quite a lot of movement in there. Obviously, sort of 10x from the bottom. If we look at going down onto, actually go back to the monthly, I'll label these. So we have this. So monthly. Monthly, all the way up here to another monthly level, and here for a monthly level. So if we move down the time frame, so on the weekly, so what do we have? We can see this monthly level quite well respected. I think if we're adjusting this, I'd keep that where it is actually there. So I think below this level here we have a weekly. So I would go like that. I would type in weekly. I think you've got an interesting weekly level here where you can see that it's been respected on both sides. So weekly, here there's a weekly. Where else? So here we can see quite an interesting level. So you can see this has acted as the pivot point before. So we may come back and change that colour because we can see that this was that start of that impulse. This level here was also the beginning of that impulse before we sent up. So these two levels, I think for me, are the two most important. These are our key levels to gain. Up here, click on that, we've got a weekly. We've got this, which nicely breaks up the range. So at 10 cents. What else do we have? So we have an interesting level here. And those two are slightly off, but I'm erring towards putting a level there just so we have something to aim at. So an interesting chart, we currently see we're in the middle of this range here, so if we move down onto where we are on the daily, so zoom out, so we see this price action here. There's a lot of price void in here. Every time we've gone through here, we've moved through it there, but we're now sort of really working through the liquidity there. So what would I be looking at? First of all, we can see where the volume sits on this. So fixed range volume profile across. So we can see interesting little bit of volume here just above this level here. Seems to sit mostly on where we have our levels, so there's not really too much outside of that. So yeah, we see not a huge amount of volume in this side, this level, so we may see price move quite quickly to this point. So if I was to go just above this level, we'll put a purple line So we'll go like that. We'll have a purple line up here. This one pretty much around the monthly level, and then everything else seems to just be like really by the levels. Apart from this, actually, we'll put in this because this looks interesting. So if we get rid of this, so what potentially for Brett? So we can see came down, tested this weekly level here, and we see a nice gain. We hold this level, shoot up quite quickly, reject off here, find a level here, come up, we've rejected off here, we've moved down, we've moved down, we've moved down, we've moved down, we've come through this level, come back, we've gained it, we've held it. Is this potential? See, this is what I would say is in no man's land at the minute. So the entry on this would have been around here, down at this 54 cents. For me, I'd be looking at watching this either come back, retesting this and holding this weekly level before pushing up. I think above that, you'd look at how well it can gain this 70 cents level. So this 71.74 level, we can see where it's come up and it's gained. We've pushed up. After that, you'd be looking at seeing if it can clear this 90 cents, and then I think once we clear 90 cents, because there's been so much price action in this range, we probably move quite quickly up through the gears, and it wouldn't surprise me to see this move quite quickly and take out this level here, and then after that you're really looking at a run up to and beyond all-time highs should this get there.